Hi, this is Patrick Rodriguez, and you're listening to The Patrick Rodriguez Show. This is the place to learn how to release your past so that you can experience the fulfillment of your life by living in the present moment. Today, we'll be talking about how to clear bad karma from your life. Let's start off by taking a closer look at what is karma, because in order to understand how to clear bad karma, we'll first need an understanding of what karma is and the underlying principle of karma as energy. When we approach the subject of karma as energy, we can then use the principles and techniques of energy healing to dissipate or clear away the feelings and emotional energy. And this is what allows us to clear the bad karma from your life. Many people think of karma as the cause of what happens to you in life. You do good acts in your life, and then you receive good rewards. Or if you do bad acts in your life, you'll experience bad things happening to you. But really, that's just the beginning of how karma is viewed from an energy healing perspective. To understand this better, let's take a look at the law of cause and effect. This may be something that you're already familiar with. It simply states that there is a reason for everything. For every effect in our lives, there is a cause or series of causes. And this is true even if we have no clue what were the causes that led up to the events in our life. So now let's put these two concepts together. The law of cause and effect says that there's a reason for everything. Karma can be seen as the law of cause and effect, but applied to our feelings and our emotions. Most of us are aware that many of our feelings and emotions originated from events in our childhood. We all have childhood events in our lives that were the cause of behaviors that we have as adults. And for most of us, we have no conscious awareness of what were the specific events that led to our unwanted adult behaviors. As an example, many of the people that I work with are surprised to find that the relationship problems that they have as adults have a lot to do with how their parents interacted with each other. As children, we learn behaviors by watching our parents and doing what they do, even when we don't like the results. I believe that there are always reasons for every effect in our lives, even when we don't know or understand those reasons. Now, let's expand our understanding of karma by talking about good karma. Many spiritual teachers claim that karma is like debts owed. Sometimes there are positive debts, or good karma, and sometimes there are negative debts, or bad karma. But ultimately, there is no good karma, because like any debt owed, it's still just a debt that has to be repaid. An example of good karma is when we do good deeds with the implied or explicit expectation of some kind of reward. By having the expectation of repayment, we're setting ourselves up for the debt to be paid back later in the future. The trap then becomes when the expectation remains unfulfilled. It becomes our own expectations that tie us to people, places, or events. As an example of this, I'll sometimes have clients that feel that their children owe them for all that they've done for them and the sacrifices that they've made for them. As a result, the parent is left sad and unfulfilled when these expectations go unrecognized. I'll also work with clients that feel that their parents owe them for all that they've done to them or failed to do for them while growing up. Again, as a result of the expectations, the adult child is left sad and frustrated that the parents can't or won't even acknowledge these old hurts that are created because of the expectations. And these old hurts are still carried around with them, sometimes even for decades. Again, it's the expectation that creates the karma. We can say that the actions were good. It could have been the actions of the parents. It could have been the actions of the child. The actions are one part of the equation, but it's the unfulfilled expectations that lead to unhappiness. And so These good actions now lead to bad karma. Clearing karma is really about breaking patterns in your life. And in my experience, the most straightforward approach to clearing karma is by healing the underlying emotional energy. Contrary to common misunderstanding, bad karma isn't when you do something bad to someone, then they will do something bad to you. Bad karma is when you do some action to someone and then you feel guilty or responsible for committing that action. The important point here is that it becomes your own guilt, blame, or feelings of shame or other feelings that keep you indebted to repay for the actions that you've committed. So if you do something bad to someone, and if you feel guilt or shame for what you've done, you've now incurred bad karma. And if you feel shame and guilt for what you've done, and the other person feels betrayed or hurt by you in some way, the two of you become emotionally and energetically entangled or linked together. You're linked by feelings of shame and guilt every time that you think about them, while the other person may feel angry and betrayed every time they think of you. The key to clearing bad karma is to neutralize the feelings and emotions tied to the unwanted events and effects in your life. So, how do we do that? Let's say that your goal is to get a new job or make a certain amount of money within the next year. But no matter what you try, things just don't seem to be going your way. By getting in touch with the feelings and emotions of the bad karma, we then are able to focus on releasing those feelings. It's only by releasing the emotions and feelings to the desired outcome that we're able to clear the bad karma. Give yourself permission to feel the feelings associated with your desires. As you do so, memories and feelings from your past may surface. The process of how to clear this energy is releasing the past hurts by going through the feelings of acceptance and compassion for the part of you that went through any unwanted experiences from earlier in your life. This could have been childhood or even yesterday. The energy of acceptance and compassion is key to healing. The process itself isn't complex, but it's not always easy. This is when it becomes useful to reach out for help in getting to these feelings and energies that keep the karma locked into place within you. And if you'd like to work with me, I'm here to help. I offer both one-on-one private sessions as well as group healing sessions, and I also offer complimentary sessions to podcast guests. You can reach out to me through my website, PatrickRodriguez.com, and set up a time for us to work together, or sign up for my newsletter so you'll know when new podcasts are released. This has been Patrick Rodriguez, reminding you to release your past so that you can experience the fulfillment of your life by living in the present moment. Thanks for listening.